really good. So you're using what looks like strikers. Okay. So those are your basically your labs. That's cool. All right. Yep. Okay. Okay. Nice. This is 74 points. 35 points. Okay. So I'm getting you ready for going out to Daycon hopefully next month in July. And fun fact, I do have experience with both these vehicles in real life too, so should be interesting being on the other end of them. I'm playing my Iraqis today, so we'll go over there and check those out. They look really good, Paul. It's very impressive. You get to cut some more of the paint because, fun fact, the Striker's only turning green right now. You know what's gonna happen? Someone's gonna go in the comments and they're gonna have like a picture of a tan.
And now they want to start painting them tan, but it seems kind of dumb since we're kind of leaving the Middle East. So why paint them tan?
Yeah.
But it's whatever. They're starting to paint them tan, but I haven't seen any, so I'm like,
Right.
okay, they're the striker green. It's whatever.
No, they look good though.
Yep.
All right, so we'll go check out my Iraqis. We'll be right back. All right, so I'm running my Iraqis. I'm running 74 points. The 1 point I'm not too concerned with. So I'm running two formations. One is a T-72 formation. One is a BMP-1 formation. So in the BMP-1 formation, I have two groups of 9 BMP-1s, so full complements of infantry. Also in that formation, I have 4 Zeus 57s, set of 3 Carnations, and 7 T-55s. So that's like my heavier hitter of that formation. Then going on to my T-72, I have a command T-72, obviously 2 groups of 4 and a group of 3. And also in that formation is 2 Shokas. And then for total support, I have FO, set of Spandrels, or excuse me, yeah, not Spandrels, but yeah, Spandrels. A group of Geckos, and then as a proxy, because I also have proxying some other BMP ones with some Bradleys. There's 4 BDR2s. Yeah, there's only 2 Bradleys there. I'm just going to run them, obviously, just for the Spearhead. And that comes out to 74 points. So this is our map today. So just really canal running through irrigated fields, I guess. I picked maneuver. Paul, what did you end up picking?
Attack. So.
Okay, you want to go ahead and roll a dice and we'll check the matrix out, and when we get them back, we'll start setting up the table.
Grab my little matrix.
Right, so we rolled up Spearhead, or Spear Point, right?
Yeah, Spear Point.
Spear Point. So I picked here for defending the petrol station, obviously for obvious reasons. Paul picked that table edge over there. We both have reserves. You have immediate, though.
Yeah, I have immediate ones. So.
You rolled up Dusk for our day-night, and then I had delayed scattered, and I have engagement. So a lot of my stuff counts as moving already, which hurts. So in reserve, I have my Spandrels, Carnations, BDR2s, Geckos, one full group of 10, or not 10, but 9 BMP1s with with infantry. And then in ambush, I have 7 T-55s. On the boards, like my Sholkas, a group of 3 and a group of 4 with the commander T-72. One group of infantry on the objective here. Their BMP-1s are ready to push forward. My FO and Zeus 57s are going to try to drive towards this objective, cross that river, which should be interesting. And then my commander, he's there, right behind. Then Paul, you kind of... You did the best you could of hiding stuff.
Did the best I could of hiding with the limited building cover over here.
Oh, and I put an objective here. Paul put one there, as is the admission.
Yep.
And then he put one over here in front of that building.
Yeah. It's tight. It's tight over here. There's very little cover.
Yeah.
It's a very open field. Either way, if I would have picked that side, it still would have been way more open.
Yeah.
This side, super open.
Well, luckily your account's going to ground for a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
And I am Iraqi, so like I just roll horribly.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Everything except crossing minefields. It's the only thing you're good at.
You know what? That's the craziest part. My skill is a 5 with these guys, and I've been hit with so many minefields. I have lost 1 tank in all of my games to minefields with these guys.
The only time you lost more, I think, was our first game when you were behind me and you
Yeah.
got your T-55 stuck.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them.
Yep.
But like, so my reserves come in from here, here, and here. Henceforth, why I have like my artillery, because I have meeting engagement. Hopefully, I can come in on these 2 sides, especially with my infantry, and I can go to that objective. At least that's the plan.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. The defender has turn 1. We'll see how it goes. We both agree that the water's shallow enough it just counts difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
So like, we'll see how it goes. And I think I think amphibious you ignore that.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's actually I like having.
Treat impassable water as difficult terrain.
Okay, so we've already said this is difficult terrain as it is. So I guess amphibious really doesn't matter for us.
It's just a cross check.
Yeah. Like, now, if we were playing to where that water wasn't and there was fords, yeah. But it's a difficult terrain because I feel like that would really mess up all of our tanks.
Yeah, super slow.
Yeah.
Everything down. The only way the Abrams could get across later would be
Over here.
Finish it through there or
Yeah.
gun it across the bridge before he gets blasted.
Yeah. So that's probably the easiest for us. Just do it that way. All right, we're going on to Iraqi turn 1. We'll be back, guys. That's my turn 1. These guys went and 3 of them crossed with the FO. 1 did not, the river. Them guys held in place. Them T-72s pushed up, fired, missed. These T-72s pushed up, fired, and missed. And my BMP-1s pushed up to apply pressure, but they're out of range with their guns. And then these 2 Shulkas kind of moved in behind the embankment, waiting for anything to come creeping their way so they can pounce on it. I still have my tanks in reserve, my T-55s. So when they pop next turn, they shouldn't be affected by slow firing like they are right now. So we're going on to American turn 1.
I'm just like, I'm so used to missing so much that it's just like...
It's front armor 2 versus anti-tank 8.
I fail to kill them all the time with the Bradleys. I didn't think the Dragoons would do any better.
So you pushed out, and then besides destroying literally 8 of the 9 BMP-1s, you knocked out 3 T-72s, bailed out 2.
Yep.
Then you just kind of pushed out over this way.
Yeah, I pulled the flank around.
Okay. Nothing else we really do except go on to American first. Yeah, you rolled for reserve, nothing came in.
Yeah.
So now it just goes to me for
Turn 2.
Turn 2. So that was the end of turn 2 Iraqis. These guys moved up, fired, kind of did nothing. This guy stayed, passed his leadership. The rest of my stuff moved around. The T-55s rolled up in, actually knocked out one of the RTLSs, and then knocked out one LAV over here. Tanks moved up, fired, just putting some pressure on some stuff. These guys finished their move over here into that crop field. Yeah, going on to American turn 2. We'll see what happens. I'm just trying to be aggressive enough to keep me on that side until more of my stuff comes on.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back. Go ahead, go over your turn, Paul.
Okay. So, the Strikers, again, continue to move around that side.
Okay.
This one fired over here and hit the Shilka, killed it. These 2 returned fire into the BMP that was bailed out over here, killed it. And then we had the main guns here, split fire, 2 fired over here into these T-55, 1 fired over here and killed these 2.
Yep.
So these ones got killed by these 2, that one killed these 2. Dragons fired, killed one of the T-72s over here, so he'll have to make a morale here soon.
Yeah.
Artillery ranged in over here, thanks to the OP over there.
Pinned them and killed one RPG base.
Killed an RPG, yeah. Aside from that, that was everything.
All right, going on to Iraqi turn 3.
Yep.
Now I finally roll for reserves.
You roll for dusk as well.
Okay, we'll roll, see what happens.
Yep.
That was the end of Iraqi turn 1. My Carnations came in as reserve, so I hit them over there behind that building.
Oh, you didn't fire them. That's right.
Well, they drove on.
They moved. That's right.
These guys stayed still waiting. Shulka and my command BMP actually passed his blitz and bailed out the lead 2 vehicles there. Everyone else passed their leadership unpinned. Just fired long range from the T-72s at the 113s, or the Striker 113s, missed. And then obviously my T-55 just kind of rolled up, fired, missed. Yeah, my dice are really bad today. I'm just missing everything. Going on to American turn 3.
Yep.
And then you will get 1 pity roll. It's still daylight. I rolled, it still stayed daylight. So we'll be back.
Okay.
The end of American turn 3.
Yep.
Real productive turn, American 3.
Oh, for sure. I took out the 3 of the last T-55s.
Okay.
Took out a remaining Shilka. Took out 1, 2,
3 bases of infantry.
2 bases because the RPG was killed in an artillery bombardment a while ago. But yeah, took out a couple things. It was nice.
All right.
We get the ICBs moving around the corner some more.
So we're going on to Iraqi turn 4.
Yep.
I'll roll for reserves and we'll roll for day or night.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back.
Well, no, it would be I roll for day and night next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's attacker turn 4.
Oh,
get to
okay.
roll in.
Oh, sweet. All right. We'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have much on the table. It really hurt not having a lot on. So I got another reserve unit on. My BMP 1s drove on with infantry, so they're holding that objective. My Zeus 57s bailed out and knocked up the lead element of the Lavs.
There's still 1 left under there. But
Yeah, that's what I say, he's bailed. These guys over here are still pinned. T-72s are still fighting over here. Fired at the infantry knees, trying to maybe blow them up and kill some guys. Didn't. Actually, my artillery did a thing. My spotter was able to see his paladins, and they're in such a way that there's no terrain. So they actually ranged in on a 4. Bailed 1. Yeah, it's pretty much it. Going on to, this would be what, American 4?
Yeah, American 4. I get to roll for dusk, and I don't have any reserves to come in. So.
Okay. So yeah, we're going on to turn 4. Yep. American, we'll be back. That was the end of American turn 4. It is nighttime now.
Yep.
Go walk us through what you did, Paul. It was probably one of your least effective turns.
Yeah,
finally.
Killed 1. No, I didn't kill nothing.
No, everything survived this turn.
Yeah, everything. All the strikers moved up. The Abrams moved up to help the ICVs. Dragoon got back in. The last leader won. The M109s failed to get back in. These guys moved up, failed to shoot. Yeah, everything pretty much failed to hit.
Okay.
It's like DJ's first turn.
Yeah, I know. So I got I get a pity roll. We'll see where it comes in. It's still nighttime. We'll see where they come in though.
Yeah.
Luckily now I have some spandrels parked. I have some sight to some lavs because they were firing guns. So I might be able to knock out some lavs this turn. All right, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Even though it's going to be super hard hitting them, I just realized probably like 6s because nighttime for Soviet, or correction for Iraqi, and then some of them are in cover. So I'll shoot them anyway. We'll be back.
Okay.
Stuff in. My other T-72s came on luckily. In my BDR-2s, which are proxied Bradleys, I did a lot of shooting. Because it's nighttime now, it's really telling on the Iraqi stuff. Only thing I did was bailed out another Paladin and bailed out 2 of the lead. What are them guys called again?
The Striker Dragoons as the Lab 25s.
Okay, the Lab 25 Striker Dragoons. That's it. This is bottom of turn 5. We'll see how it goes. We'll be back. The end of turn 5. Walk us through what ended up happening, Paul.
Okay, so these 2 failed to get back in.
Okay.
1 of the artillery did get back in.
Yep.
Tried to do a cross with the ICVs over there. They failed. These 3 Dragoons moved up to get around here to get shots into the things here.
Yeah, the BDR-2s that came on.
This one moved over, took out 2 of them, technically. This guy fired his main gun into the lead BMP, took it out. These three fired their main gun at the T-72 and failed to kill it for once.
Yeah.
The rest of the ICVs moved up. I should have put the infantry in them a while ago, but it's whatever. They're stuck back there now defending the objective. It's fine. Striker Dragoon pulled back to meet up with the other ICVs, trying to get out of gunfire. Artillery refired, took out 2 infantry bases, failed to kill any of the rockets.
Yep.
And then that was it.
Okay. So we're going on to turn 6. I think it's last turn. Let's see if it goes on, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll for reserves. I still have like 2 units in reserve, but they're not going to do much for this game. Except for maybe like crowd the objective.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back. So that was the end of Iraqi turn 6. Spandrels came on, they just kind of drove over there. T-72s rolled around, that one rolled up. I just tried getting a side shot on Abrams over there at that one. Obviously I missed because it's night. I did knock out 2 more lavs. I was going to assault, but because I killed enough of the lavs, there's openings for all the stuff to shoot with, even though it's going to be hard. I'll try to break that formation. These guys couldn't see. These guys fired. Bailed out another paladin. Hopefully he doesn't get back in and it breaks them. We're going on to turn 6. Yeah, I got the Spandrels. They came on and they didn't do much. They can't shoot the turn they come in. So next turn they'll be able to shoot.
But at least they're there.
Yeah, they're hopefully there. They're from Warsport. All right, we'll be back after turn 6. So that was the end. We kind of like sped up a little bit. So Mark's here, the kilt, so we can get some game in with him. Long story short, Paul just moved everything up. Was able to kill some more infantry through shooting and stuff. He did kill the commander of T-72s. So when it came to my turn next, which would be turn 7, the 72s would break and run. The only thing left there would be the infantry. So he had them assault. He didn't kill any of them, but I failed my counterattack. The only good stat the Iraqis have is a counterattack 3, and they failed it. So there you went up. You took the table, Paul.
Yeah, surprising. Since I generally don't do that, but apparently strikers are very good. The LAVs ripped up the BMPs, which I guess should have been expected, but I'm generally bad with the 25, so
right.
They
Now,
generally roll pretty low.
For the folks at home, like the vehicles are all strikers, but you use them as proxies for other vehicles.
Yeah, so like the Striker Dragoon looks like an LAV 25, so I run it as that.
Okay.
The ICVs, I wanted to bring the infantry variant, so I used the M113s, which are it's slightly bigger. It's about a quarter bigger.
Yeah.
So it's worse on my side because I have to hide them better that way.
Yeah.
And then the MGSs are just a wheel.
Yep.
So they're a light vehicle with a big gun. That's why I use them as the RDF LTs.
Yeah.
And Abrams are, of course, are Abrams.
Right. Which, like, I know some people get real picky when it comes to, like, what do you mean there's no strikers in Team Yankee? And we're like, hey, preface said it.
Yeah.
We're using them as proxies.
Yeah.
But it looked pretty good. I rolled horribly. My reserves came in badly. Although this objective here was on lockdown.
Oh yeah, if I would have rolled to it, I probably would have cleared it because I still had 3-4 Striker Dragoons plus the tanks, which have ripped them up.
I actually you might not have, because I was actually set to start firing missiles finally.
Yeah.
Where the other one over here, when I moved, I failed to realize my BMP-1s have really, really short range. Mm-hmm. And then it became night when it wasn't very advantageous for me. And then everything else just kept coming in over here on this side. But that's whatever. So if you guys, anything to add really to that, Paul?
No, I think I like the list the way it is. I don't think I'd change anything if I run it again.
Okay.
Aside from if I do it bigger, I'll add an HC, another Abrams HC, and then 4 Bradleys. So that'll give me some more anti-tank firepower out the board.
Nice. Okay. If you guys like what we're doing, you guys know that whole thing. Like I said, we were on hiatus for a month. Work was crazy busy out here, and then other stuff was happening. But we're back now at the shop. Although, with things going on in the world, you guys all know, especially with fuel prices here, and like we're in Pennsylvania, and we have the highest gas taxes in the United States.
Yeah, we have the highest gas taxes because of some law that isn't in effect anymore.
Right. We won't get into it too much, but long story short, we've been limiting our meetups because of it, actually. So we're still going to record what we can, but just be know our weekly I guess, what do you call that?
Uploads?
Yeah, weekly uploads. Might be to a week and a half to 2 weeks now. So, yeah, other than that, guys, keep playing games, rolling dice if you can. Keep your powder dry. Until next time, this is the Guildmaster with Paul and the Kilt. That's your nickname, Marcus, the Kilt.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. All right, guys. Until next time. Peace.